And hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Orlea Origins. It's the festive Christmas season. So, I've got my wizard hat on, as you can all see here. And I've got my really cool Christmas shirt on. Oh, you can't really see it because it's doing weird things. But anyway, my D&D Christmas shirt on, and yeah, so we're going to have some fun tonight. So before we do that, though, we're going to let it go around and let everybody introduce themselves, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what in the heck do you think is going on in this crazy ass forest that you're in? We're going to start on my left, I guess, or right, whatever, and it doesn't matter, with Varric.
Hello, everybody. I am Nick. I'll be playing Varric Kinbound, the Goliath monk barbarian. Got my Goliath back on. As for what's going on, I'm sticking with Sky Snakes. That's all I can. Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough. You may encounter a constellation of sky snakes at some point, because that's what I'm calling a group of sky snakes is a constellation. I just made that up. All right, let's go with Willow next.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I play Willow, a Ladrin Druid. What do I think is going on? I think I'm going to stick with character knowledge on this, and I think either I made a prayer to my old god from these woods way back in the day and asked for intervention, so either my prayers are answered, which would be the best case scenario, or worst case scenario, I think the trees have taken on a. I think the trees have gotten us. It's the trees. It's always the trees, eh? Right.
That's fair. Yes, that is very fair. All right, and of course, we'll go over to Kieran. Excuse me.
Forgot which one I muted there. Okay. I am Cal, also the Celtic Wyvern King, playing Kieran, our ASMR lore bard. As to what I think is going on with these woods, is that Varric needs to learn to keep his mouth shut.
That's fair. I write it all down, guys. I write it all down.
I know, Grant, I didn't do much helping our DMs.
That's so funny.
Y'all,
I was like,
y'all are gonna kill me, and I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Hey, at least now we're in the open, so you don't have to worry about fireball killing you. Also, who am I getting echo off of?
I have no idea. Not me.
I hear no echo.
I don't
Hold
hear
on.
echo either. I think you're crazy.
No, don't check my audio sources real quick. And no, my audio's fine. And I have echo cancellation on.
I don't know. How weird.
Check
I
it,
don't know.
Echo.
Echo.
Yeah, there's no echo when y'all talk.
It's just an echo when you talk?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Hold on.
Speaking of. All right. Well, I guess as we'll try to figure that part out. Magic of the internet and all that. We're down a couple of people. But I have not heard from one, so they might pop in eventually. I don't know. We'll see. If not, it's okay, because we can do what we got to do with everybody that's here. So, speaking of that, when last we were here, we were in the Vale of Shadows. The forest, the dark, dark forest, where everything is screwy. It's dense. You can barely see 5 or so feet in front of you because of the thick underbrush. There are no trails just that you can see. There are no roads so far. And I think, let's see, I think Varric is naked. It's still, right? He's still naked, right?
Yes.
And invisible.
Naked but invisible for the next hour.
Okay, so he's invisible, but he's still naked. As you were all as all of that was happening, trying to get Varric covered, as everyone was trying to do creative things, we finally just made him invisible so we didn't have to see his stuff. And then towards the end, you were all suddenly grabbed by something. You were all grappled, auto grappled. And that's where we're going to pick up today. So, in that moment before, the forest gets really sort of stagnant. Like the air feels thick. It's stuffy. You feel it's almost like it's closing in on you, even though physically it is not. But it has that oppressive feel to it. And suddenly, out of nowhere, you all find yourselves grabbed by something and swung up into the air. So you're all sort of in the air, grappled. What do you do? Who's the first? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe it. Who wants to to see what the hell's going on?
I would like to just do a perception check to see if I can see what has us.
Sure. Everybody can do a perception check if you want to do just a general perception. You're welcome to do that. To see what's what.
That's a 3 on die for 17.
17 for Kieran. What was that, Varric?
14.
14.
25.
25. All right. So I need you to roll, all of you, I need you to roll me a d6, please. Just one d6.
That's a 6.
Okay.
5.
4.
Okay. So so Willow and Varric, all you can see as you look is the forest in front of you. You look down and you do see what looks like wooden vines around you. But it's got you in a way where you can't look behind you. Kieran, on the other hand, has been grabbed and is looking directly into the eye line of what has you.
Oh,
fuck. So what has you is basically, for those of you who are like Lord of the Rings fans, is like an ent. They're bigger than those guys. They're bulkier than those guys, but they are basically living trees. And they have grabbed all of you. And you're looking right into the eyes of yours, Kieran. The others are sort of looking like away, trying to like turn around and see, but they unfortunately rolled an even number and they cannot see what's holding them.
For, you know, like when you go to lift a really heavy box, or you think it's heavy and it turns out to be really light, for a split second you think you're really strong.
Yeah.
For a split second, Varric is like, I can fly. Until he looked down and saw the vines around him. He's like, oh.
Love that. So, yeah. So, Kieran, what you can see is it's actually like fingers that have grabbed you. Like it's a hand made of solid wood.
Yeah, so since I'm at eye level with this thing, I'm just going to yell, like, let us down. What the hell do we do?
As you say, let us down, what the hell did we do? It like stops moving. Because at this point, you guys are moving. They grabbed you and they're walking with you. So this one that has you, Kieran, stops and like brings you up to like its eye line and kind of like puts you in front of one of its eyes and kind of looks you up and down and says, "You're trespassing. Leave our forest."
Well, how are we trespassing if we didn't know where the hell we were?
And he starts walking again. Very heavy. He doesn't answer you. He just like lowers you down and kind of like walks with you.
was born in these woods. Although it has much changed, what happened here?
Are
I have
you
always
saying
been
that?
a friend to the forest.
Are you saying that over your shoulder? So it's just like,
Yes,
hey.
yes.
Okay. So it like you're still moving. It just like literally just sort of turns. It's almost like you see the arm like twist like a vine as it literally turns you towards it. And it pulls you to one of its eyes. And it says, "You're trespassing in our forest. Leave." As they keep walking. And he turns you back around. It's like,
Can I try and do a strength save or a strength check to get out of this thing's grip?
you most certainly may try.
The way you say it like that makes you feel like I have zero chance. But it's a 13 on the die for 17.
Okay, that doesn't break the grip.
Okay.
And it
Yeah, very-
feels you trying to break the grip, and you just feel it get tighter around you. And you also notice from its hand, it has like 5 fingers that's wrapped around you. You see suddenly whoosh, another finger grows out and wraps around you. And then another one. So now you've got like 8 fingers wrapped around you.
That's a neat trick. Oh.
And then another one over your mouth. All you hear is, "You trespass in our forest. Leave." As they keep walking. Anybody else want to try something before?
I'm scared to say the wrong thing, honestly.
Wait, don't I have?
Do you know the village of Matoska, where I came from? That's where we're trying to get to.
No one speaks that name in centuries. You are trespassing. You must leave.
If you put me down, I'll be happy to leave.
So, as you're saying, if you'll put me down, I'd be happy to leave. You will notice, you and Varric specifically will notice that you have come to the edge of the forest. You see the plains open before you.
With the exploding snakes?
Including snakes. It's raining snakes. No, I'm just kidding. As you come to the edge of the forest, they stop right on the edge of the forest. You feel yourself moving again as they literally say, "Don't come back," and they literally throw you out of the forest into the prairie. I need everybody to do dexterity saving throws for me.
That is a 12.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
That's an 8.
Dang, Varric.
That's a nat 1 for a 5.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me grab my dice. So, you all, and if for those of you, if you were watching from the outside of the forest, you would just see these bodies just flying out of the edge of the woods as these creatures stay just inside the forest line. So those of you who let's see, what did you have, Kieran? A 12?
Yeah, I had a 12.
Okay, so you're good. Barely, but you're good. The others take 12 points of force damage as you hit the ground.
Damn, what were we tossed like frisbees?
They like a baseball. They literally.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys go. You are thrown. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. There it is. Oh, shit. You guys are tossed 90 feet from the edge of the forest.
ooh. And the fact it was only 12 bludgeoning, that's not bad then for those two.
Yeah,
I
not at
know.
all.
I was gonna say, when I have a monk ability that gives me slow fall, so I can reduce
for it.
fall damage by up to 55.
Beautiful. Do your
So
thing.
yeah, just
Awesome.
land on my feet.
Okay, so as you guys,
I just poof.
It's like-
Yeah, I feel like Kieran would have tumbled like once before like getting up on his feet.
yeah, I can just see. I can see Willow like, oh, I got this. As she goes to try to like land, and just hits and just like rolls. So yeah, so as you like Varric and Kieran, as you guys are standing, because Willow is obviously on the ground at this point. You do see the forest, but it is literally 90 feet away from you now. And you kind of see these creatures sort of disappear. They start backing up and they disappear into the darkness of this forest. And then it goes quiet.
Willow, as I cough up some dirt from my tumble. Considering this used to be your home, what the fuck were those?
When I was here, they weren't. Nothing. I can't express to you how much nothing is the same as it was
I never
in
thought
our
I'd
time.
say this, but those
Something,
trees were dicks.
something dark and twisted has happened here.
Those trees were dicks.
Yeah, I would tell them to take an acorn and shove it, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that's, tree stuff, so.
Well, you know what? They could have killed us, so
That's very true.
there's that.
Y'all can roll perceptions for me while you're out there in the wide open area.
Oh God.
22.
Beautiful.
31.
31, even better.
15. I'm still under the grass. I'm trying to get to my feet.
But 15 is still good. 15 is still good. As you're all sitting there, just sort of like recovering from being tossed or thrown out of the woods, the sky begins to darken to the north. And it looks like there's a storm approaching.
Well, that's not good.
Okay.
And I promise it's not sky snakes.
Yeah. When I see the clouds, I'm just like, this is no pun intended, and Karen next says no pun intended. When it rains, it pours.
Indeed, it does. Let's see. Who wrote a 30 something? Was that you, Kieran?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. So and Varric, what did you roll? A 20?
22.
22. Okay. So Kieran, for sure, when you see the storm sort of rolling towards you from the north, you see the dark clouds. But when you're looking at the dark clouds don't really look like clouds necessarily. I mean, they do look like clouds, but there's something suspicious about these clouds. As you sort of scan the horizon, you notice there's a glow at the horizon level, just about where these clouds have formed.
Are we able to tell what that is here, or is that another roll?
That would be another roll, and I'll have you roll either survival or nature.
6
Do
or
you
that's the
point
same.
it out to the rest of us?
Wait, no, nature's 3, so that's gonna be survival 6.
Varric, you would see it as well. Not as clearly.
That's that one for 7.
So nature or survival?
Yeah, nature or survival. Did y'all tell Willow about what you said?
Oh, yeah. I got a 16. He's going to point out and be like, those clouds look weird. You guys get that?
Kieran, as he's trying to look, he gets dirt in his eye. So he's temporarily
17.
blinded.
Yeah, I go to put my hand like this, and just dirt falls off my hand.
Yeah, right into your eyes. You're like, crap. And what did you get, Varric?
16.
On which roll?
The survival.
Survival. So as you're looking at, and Willa, did you roll as well?
I rolled 17 on survival.
Okay. So basically, y'all seeing the exact same things. So as you're both looking at the strange clouds coming, what look like they don't necessarily look like they're moving towards you, but with the prevailing winds, you can probably tell they're probably coming. Whatever these storm clouds are, they're coming, probably moving towards you. But as you kind of scan into them, go, yeah, these are weird clouds. And then you look down below and you see the glow on the horizon. You realize it's a prairie fire, and it's moving pretty quick because of the winds.
Okay, so how
And
big is this prairie?
It looks like it stretches for miles across the horizon.
So we can't go back into the forest, and we can't get off the prairie.
Lesser of two evils at this point. We take our chances back in the forest. I don't feel like catching on fire today.
Where are you? You're
Sorry?
invisible, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm still invisible. That's right.
Yes.
I'm over here.
Because there's no concentration check, and it was through the glyph. So even if I did take damage, you would still be invisible, which is the funny part.
So
It's impressive that those trees
they
picked me
were
up, honestly.
those trees were able to find you
Yep.
when you were invisible. So, okay, that's not an option. All right, let me see what I got. I got one idea. Not a great idea.
Do you think the trees are scared of a giant wolf? Because I could turn into my giant wolf form.
Is
Play
your
fetch.
wolf as big as the trees?
No.
Yeah. No.
I'm big, but I'm not that big.
I'm not as big as a tree.
All
It's
right,
important to
hang on,
have goals,
I've
though.
got a spell that might work.
The
I'm
fire
trying to
is
find
getting
it.
closer.
Hang on, looking. I think I've got one I can take everybody with me. I'm sorry, I got a lot of spells.
Oh, I know.
All right, here we go.
Let me see.
Radiates from you. Okay, so I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace,
Okay.
which is up to an hour. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Cool.
So I'm going to tell them, I don't know if this will work, but if we're very quiet, maybe we can.
Are you casting this to go back into the forest?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Love it.
All right, y'all, get close.
I'm amazing at being quiet. Okay. I'm already invisible, so.
Varric,
Yeah,
being quiet involves keeping the mouth quiet, though.
that's a
I
fair
was
point.
about to tell you the same thing.
Hey, when am I allowed now?
All the time.
Hey, I'm not the one who gets us caught when we're trying to be quiet.
That's
All
fair.
Let's.
That's usually Mint.
That's true.
So I'm gonna cast a spell,
Okay.
and let's try this again.
Love it. All right. So you cast this Pass Without Trace spell, and back into the forest you go. What's the radius? Does it have a radius? 30 feet? Is that what you said?
Hang on, let me get.
I think it's for the initial casting. Is anyone with they have to be within 30 feet range for casting.
Okay.
After that's a duration, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I didn't know if it hit. It was if you walked out of range, it would stop.
It doesn't say anything about other than when you
Hold on.
cast it.
That's fine. You can look at it while we're doing this.
So, yeah, it just says a veil of shadow sounds radiates from you, masking you and your companions from direction. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you has a plus 10 bonus dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked by magical means. A creature receives its bonus, leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Okay. For the duration.
Yeah, because the range and area is self. So yeah, so it's anyone within 30 feet of you when you start it.
Okay.
It doesn't say otherwise. Now I think in 2024 rules they did change that.
Okay. That's fine. No. I just wanted to make sure for what's coming.
Yeah.
So.
What's coming?
I don't know. So, all right. So you guys come to the edge of the forest, and you take that moment before you step over the threshold. As you step over to the threshold, you go back inside. You don't see these creatures anywhere, but technically, I guess that doesn't mean they're not there. But at the moment, you don't see anything except the forest. So what do? Just head on in?
Varric is just gonna follow Willow wherever she goes. He does like little hand motions, like he's in a military squad, just completely forgetting no one can see him.
I love that.
Yeah, and also I guess at some point of us walking, like Kieran would probably bump into Varric once or twice, and he's gonna be like, "Okay, Varric, you get behind us because we can't see you. I don't feel like having my face go in your back every 5 feet."
Backside, more like it.
That wasn't my back.
As he turns to you. Ooh.
Okay,
right,
Varric, you're giving me more.
That was moist.
I'm also going to cast Freedom of Movement, which movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, and spells or other magical effects can neither reduce the speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. The target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, such as manacles or a creature that has it grappled.
Who did you cast that on? Yourself?
Both of them.
The two of them?
All of us.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
And I'm just about out of spells, guys.
That's great.
Very limited.
So, in the forest you go as you're walking. Again, it's very dense. It's a very dense forest. Again, there are no trails as far as you can see because, honestly, truly, you can only see about 5 or 10 feet in front of you until you get beyond other. There's lots of brambles and bushes and fallen trees. So, are you guys staying all together, like in a little group, or are you guys spreading out? So, what is your plan of attack when it comes to this forest?
I would say stay in a group so we can, not get lost. That's my idea.
Okay, no, that's
Varric is just following
We don't know
Willow.
where.
Cool. So you guys are, and again, it's not necessarily like difficult terrain necessarily. It's just inconvenient more than anything. as you're sort of pushing bushes aside and climbing over fallen logs, and it does the air seems thinner as you go deeper, and it starts to get warm. And I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw.
18.
Okay,
Same.
excellent.
13.
Okay. As you guys walk, and I'm going to say, let me see, I'm going to roll my die and see how long you've been walking. 3 hours. And it still feels like you've gotten nowhere. It almost feels like you're walking in circles. You're also starting to get very thirsty. Not so much to a point where you're like, oh my God, I've got to drink something or I'm going to die, but you're starting to get thirsty at this point. Forest is having an effect. Because like I said, it's getting sort of dry and hot, and the air is super thick. It almost feels like you're walking through water. Even though you're not, but it feels like you are.
I was going to say, when did we get in Florida?
I know, right? About 2 minutes ago. So as you're walking, I need everyone to roll perception for me real quick.
Dirty 20.
17.
17?
16.
16? Okay. Varric, you're the first to notice. You see one of those tree creatures right about within your sort of 10, 15 feet of vision there. You see one sort of standing there, kind of doing something in the tall trees.
I'm the first to notice, or I'm the only to notice?
You're the first to notice.
Okay.
So before the others notice, I'm going to let you do whatever you want to do and then get to them.
Are you
He's
still
going-
invisible or has it worn off?
It's been a few hours, so I think I'm.
Gives it a few hours, it's worn off. He's naked again.
Okay. But he's behind you at least.
Yep.
Varric is going to stop on his right foot and under his breath just be like, stop. Stop.
What?
Well, he's behind them.
I know.
So
When Varric does that, I'll stop.
That was
I'm going to
so-
slowly turn and lift my head up just so I'm not getting like face full of Varric.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, Varric, this is not the time for a temper tantrum. We will find you clothes when we can, and I'll turn back around.
Okay.
When you turn to look at me, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at tree.
That's what he's looking
at the
high up.
Yeah.
I was like,
Willow is going to duck behind a tree so she's not in view of this thing and hope it's not one of them.
Will, I don't like that smile you're having right now as soon as Lisa said that.
So she ducks behind a tree. What do the rest of you do?
Well, when I finally noticed what Varric was looking at, I'll be like, fuck, do we have to burn this forest down?
How loud did you say that?
It was completely under breath. It was completely under
Okay.
breath. Nah, I ain't trying to piss off Treebeard. I saw what happened to Isengard.
Exactly. Okay, so
I'll
what do you do?
I'll step to the side and get behind Varric. Like off to the side, like I'm not getting directly behind him. It's gonna be like, here's Varric, here's me. I'll be like off to the side.
Okay, fair enough. Varric, what are you doing?
Damn it, he's still following Willow.
So you've ducked behind the tree where Willow is.
That's like he goes behind me to try and hide, then I go over to Willow.
And I was going to say, like,
you're in the open again. Okay.
You know, hold on. How many spell slots do I still have? Because this will be in line with Kieran. Hold on. And at this point, and Nick, you can already guess what I'm probably going to do.
Oh God.
I have an idea.
Let me get
Yep.
things prepared.
We're going to cast Reduce.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
Constitution saving throw. I find like at this point, this spell is used just for me and Varric's like in-person arguments.
That's fair.
24.
Yeah, you made it.
Yay! I got a +9 to my con saving throws, so
I figured. That'll make it all the better whenever you actually do fail it. Like when we were in the desert.
Okay, so Kieran, you're out in the open still. So what do you do?
I guess I'll go behind the tree that they're behind. All right, nice, no scratch that, because I'll be behind Varric. I'm going to go behind a different tree.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. So, Kieran, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, son of a bitch. 12? Fuck.
I love that. I love that for you. Actually, I love that for me. All right, so I'll get to you what happens to you in a minute. So, Varric and Willow, you step behind this tree, and I need you both to do a constant. Oh, actually, no, that's not what you need to do. Never mind. Blah. I need you guys to roll a stealth check to see if you can remain hidden behind this.
and my spell's worn off, so oh look, I have nothing on stealth.
I got a +3 to a nat 20.
Mm.
That's
I'm
a
invisible in my
13.
mind.
Yep. And to anything looking at you, too, apparently. What did you get there, Lisa? Or Willow?
13.
13? Okay. So Varric is practically invisible. Willow, however, is not.
Dang it.
As the giant tree being notices you and begins to walk your way. And then it just stops. And then it just lets out this trumpeting sound. This that echoes through this forest. And then it goes quiet. And he doesn't move. He just stands there. If you peek around and try to look at what's happening, you will notice that he's staring right at where you are.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not moving. He's like almost like a statue, just stopped. With your passive perceptions, you hear all of this noise, heavy noise, moving in from all around you.
All right. Well, it knows where I am. I'm hoping it won't pick up everybody else, so I'm just going to step out into the open. There's no point in me hiding, but maybe it'll keep them hidden.
Okay, cool. So, Varric, you see Willow step out into the open. Do you do anything?
He's going to try to go to call after her and then realize what's happening and stay quiet.
Okay. So you step out in front of this creature. And again, it just stands there, staring at you. And it looks like it's frozen. It looks like it was in mid grab and it just stopped. But it's looking at you. And if you move, its eyes move with you. But the rest of him is staying still. But you can still hear the heaviness closing in.
Okay. I'm going to slowly step further away from where they're hiding.
Okay.
like very not like I'm trying to run, just sidestep, sidestep, sidestep.
Okay. And its eyes just follow you. And you begin to hear that creaking sound that you guys heard earlier before you were grabbed. You start to hear all this creaking, like wood creaking, like the trees are moving. And then it goes silent. Dead quiet. And as you look towards the creature that was that's in front of you, you suddenly can't see him anymore, or it anymore. Suddenly, you see what just it looks like trees in front of
And I'm gonna do that slow 360-degree turn.
you. And it just looks like trees. They're just trees. But it's
Is the forest
extremely quiet.
is the forest changed at all, or is it still that creepy dark?
It's still creepy. Oh no, it's still dark. It's still the veil.
Okay. I'm going to walk forward to where it was.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you like trying to like touch it, or like what are you trying to do? Trying to like.
I'm trying to see if it's just moved back out of my line of vision. If I see it from a little further up.
Okay, that's cool. So you moved to where it was.
Right.
Okay, cool. I need you to do a charisma saving throw.
11.
As you walk into the space where it was, you cross a barrier. And once you get once part of you is in the barrier, it literally pulls you through and you cannot back away from it.
Okay.
So you now find yourself on the opposite side of this barrier. The forest still looks the same, but if you turn around and look behind you, you can see this shimmer of where the barrier is.
Okay.
And Varric, before I get back to you, Varric, you see Willow step forward, and you see her just vanish.
Oh shit. I know what I would do. What would Varric do? You know, at this point, I think he would begrudgingly trust her, not act out of like. Well, the way his mindset is, I saw her in danger once. I threw myself in front of that danger, and it killed me. Then she seemed to have it in hand. So if she's putting herself back out there, she must know what she's doing. I'm going to stay hidden and wait for her to give the all clear.
Roll a perception check for me. You can roll one as well, Willow.
That's another nat 20 for a 26.
Cool.
Wow. 25.
Okay. So when you look from where you're at, Willow, you can see where Varric is. You can see him.
Okay.
Varric, when you're looking, you cannot see her. You also notice that you don't see Kieran anywhere either.
Crap. Okay, he's probably taken.
Okay, I'm going to softly enough where my voice will carry that far, but not screaming. Say, I don't see the tree creatures. There's a barrier to step through. Follow my voice.
He can't hear you.
Oh.
Your voice does not cross the barrier.
Can I step back through the barrier?
You can try.
I would try.
I love that. You hit the barrier, it literally feels like you're suffocating as it
Okay.
literally grabs you. Think of it as like grabbing a live wire,
Ooh, okay.
and eventually it will throw you back 10 feet, and you will take 15 points of damage, of basically lightning damage, as it electrically shoots you back 10 feet.
To which side of the barrier?
The side that you were on.
Oh, so I can't go back. Okay, got it. Oh, okay. Well.
Don't worry,
All
Varric.
right,
I'm sure
so
she knows exactly
I am-
what she's doing.
Oh, also roll a
I'm
dexterity
going to-
save for me, Willow, real quick. I'm sorry. I need to see if
Okay.
you fall prone or not.
9.
Yeah, you fall prone. So you're down,
Again.
sort of like,
Okay.
oh shit. So before we
All right.
get to what you're doing, let me go to
Okay.
Varric real quick. So Varric, when that happens on her side, you don't see anything. You see nothing. There's no indication that there's anything there.
Crap. Okay. So at this point, she just walked through, disappeared, and that's
yeah, she
it.
just
And
walked forward
also,
and vanished.
Kieran's gone too.
Yeah, you don't see Kieran at all. And now that he's back, I can get to him in just a second. That's very true.
The party is separated in the worst possible place.
Not my fault.
So, Varric, while you're contemplating life and the existence, let's go to Kieran. So, Kieran, you go behind a tree. When you go behind this tree, you step through a barrier
Okay.
and you find yourself in the forest still,
Mm-hmm.
but there seem to be some differences on your side of this.
Oh,
barrier.
great.
It almost feels, or not feels, it almost looks primitive. It looks primeval almost. It doesn't look at all like it did when you on the other side of this tree. At which point, as you're kind of like, what the hell's going on? You hear rustling in the undergrowth. Something's coming towards you.
I'll immediately turn toward the source of the sound and prepare to cast Phantasmal Force.
Okay. As you turn around, you see the bushes violently shaking, coming towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of this bush jumps this creature, lands right in front of you. And if you've ever seen like a koala bear, it kind of looks like a koala bear. These sort of big roundish ears, big doe
Okay.
eyes.
Okay.
He's sort of like brown fur, and he's just the cutest damn thing you've ever seen.
It's a giant Ewok.
Kill it.
I mean, it's only
Kill
like
it.
3 feet tall,
Yeah.
and it
is
just
an
sits
Ewok.
there and it kind of tilts its head and looks at you, and it kind of starts to purr, like
Yeah. So not casting a spell yet, but still keeping like the energy pent up in my hand.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see what it does next.
At this point, it just stands there and stares at you, tilting its head from side to side. Looks like it's trying to figure you out. Like, what are you?
Okay. If that's the case, no, probably not. Yeah, at that point, I'm going to drop the magic from my hand, like when I'm not about to cast it, and oh, wrong button.
Okay. So what are you gonna do? I mean, literally, it's just sitting there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm just gonna walk away from it to see what happens.
Okay. Do you? I mean, and I have to ask: do you turn
Yeah.
your back and walk away from it, or do you like back away from it?
I'm just gonna back away from it. I think is what Kieran will do here.
Okay. So as you back away from it, it just sits there and just sort of like tilts its head.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get a little bit further away from it, it like takes a step forward and stops.
Okay.
Then it takes a step forward and stops. Takes a step forward and stops.
All right. So I want to stop backing away. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take just one step forward.
Okay. And it just sits there.
You said it's like 3 feet tall?
Yeah, it's only like 3 feet, give or
Okay.
take.
Probably a bad idea because thinking of horror movies here. I'm going to crouch to get to its eye level.
Okay. I love that. Okay, so you crouch to its eye level. And
Hey, at least when it crouches, it can't dick punch me.
that is very fair.
It can still kick me, but at least it can't punch me.
That is very okay. That's fair.
You never know. These things could be assholes.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so it just again when it kind of like looks at you, it stops tilting. It sort of tilts its head,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks at you like it's amazed that suddenly you're like almost its size.
Yeah.
So it has that sort of like the lilt in his head, and he's almost like he's looking you up and down, like how'd you do that type of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna say, who are you?
And when you say "Who are you?"
Mm-hmm.
it looks at you for a second, and it like chirps at you, just sort of.
Okay. It's like, well, don't understand that part. Let's see if it understands this. And I'm just going to say again, at least once in each of the languages I know. So, in order, we'll try in Draconic next,
Mm-hmm.
then Giant,
Okay.
then Infernal,
Okay.
then Celestial.
Okay. So as you speak in each of these languages the same phrase, it almost tries to mimic what you're speaking. What it looks like. It looks like it's trying to learn your language.
Okay.
but it can't quite learn your language because you keep talking to it in different languages.
Yeah. Well, I was like, who knows? No, especially with the Infernal and Celestial, those ones could have been, relevant here.
All right, that's fair.
So, but yeah, when I realized it doesn't understand a single word I say in any language I have used so far, I'm just going to go back to Common
Okay,
and be like, well, guess I'm talking to myself then, since you can't talk back.
and it chirps a little bit, and then you hear in the chirping, you hear
Mhm.
back.
Okay.
This is so cute.
I don't know. This has some like Gremlin vibes to it.
Don't get it wet. Don't beat it after midnight.
um. Yeah. So like he'll go like that's weird. It's like It's like what the hell? What should I even call you anyway? As I look at it.
And it's, again, it looks at you, and it opens its mouth like it's trying to say things, like say
Mhm.
words. Like it's trying to talk to you. It looks like it is literally trying to communicate with you.
Yeah.
Um, it keeps saying back and you and call. So it's picking up the words as you speak to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the whole cliche, like put my hand here, go Kieran, and I'm gonna be there, put my hand, I guess, like, or I'm gonna point at it to see if it'll tell me its name.
And it says your name back to you. And then it looks like it looks at you like it's trying to say something that you would understand, I guess. He's
Hmm.
trying to help you understand. So he touches himself and he goes, Kiri, Kieran, Kiri.
Okay, so you do have a name. Good thing I don't have to call you Echo. So Kiri, okay. And I'm just gonna like motion where it's like, where is here?
And he goes, Kiri,
Oh,
Kiri,
great. So
Kiri.
Kiri wasn't the name. Okay.
And it starts to like tell you, it turns and tells you to come with it.
I got a bad feeling about this, and I'll follow it.
Okay. And it sort of like cute kind of waddles into the forest as it leads you into the forest. So, all right. So let's go to Willow. So you're on the other side of this barrier.
Right.
So what are you doing?
Well, I can see Varric. He can't see me. He can't hear me. I can't get through.
Real with your passive perception, you notice that the barrier sort of you can see Varric and then sort of he fades away. And then you don't see the barrier anymore.
Okay. I'm going to take a little pebble and throw it at where the barrier was.
Okay. And it passes where the barrier was, it just keeps going.
Varric.
Nobody answers you back.
I mean, I don't want to walk into this thing again. That hurts.
Something that you do notice is that you can hear the wind blowing. The air is not as thick here where you're suddenly it's not as thick. It's not as warm either.
All right, I'm going to go back and carefully touch the barrier.
Okay, so you go and you barely you go and your hand just passes through as if there's
Okay.
nothing, like there's nothing there. Well,
So
there
I
is nothing
will step through.
Okay. You don't step through anything. It's not even there anymore.
Okay.
You literally just walk
Varric.
forward.
Varric.
Nope.
Kieran?
Nope.
All right. At this point, I don't know what happened to them, but I can't stand here forever, so I'm going to move on.
Okay. So, where do you go?
I'm going to keep heading in the direction I think the village was,
Okay.
as best as I can tell in here.
Okay. So, one of the things that you notice as you
But
walk.
I am going to drop one of my shiny rocks on the ground that everyone knows I carry, so maybe someone get like
Okay,
breadcrumbs.
Fair enough. So as you walk, the underbrush is not as thick as it was. So after you've walked about an hour and a half, suddenly you find a road. Or what looks like a road.
Okay.
It's more of like a worn path, but it's not really a trail, but it's a worn path. It's wide enough for like a cart to go down.
Okay.
But it sort of winds its way into the forest.
Well,
Both
I'll put
ways.
a shiny rock in the middle of the path, go about 5 feet, and put another one to show which direction I've gone, and on we go.
Okay, cool. So you're doing that. Kieran's following this Kiri. Varric. So you're there. You
Naked
can't.
and alone.
Yep, you can't find naked and afraid. You can't find Willow. You can't find Kieran. It's dead quiet. What do you
I
do?
think I've let too much time go now, and I'm just like, I need to find out where Willow went. And I'm just going to run to where she disappeared.
Mm-hmm. And you just run. She's not there. There's nothing there.
At increasing volume, it's starting out with a really like a loud whisper, like Willow, 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 Willow.
And when you do this, it's your sound goes forward and like just stops because everything is so dense that your voice does not echo. It doesn't carry through. It's like you're shouting only to 10 feet in front of you at any given time.
I think at this point he's starting to legitimately panic.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Real quick, do a dexterity saving throw for me.
With pleasure. That is a 12.
As you're beginning to panic, you once again are grabbed
God damn it.
and lifted up. So you're face to face with this giant tree creature. I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk to it before it tells you basically you're trespassing and get out. Get out.
I got you. I know what you're going to say. That I'm trespassing on your property. I'm trying to get out of your property. I'm trying to find my friend. She disappeared. She walked straight and then just vanished. Do you know where she went? If you could just point me in her direction, I will leave you be and leave your forest.
And he looks at you with his one big eye and says, "You're trespassing."
Yes, we've established this. I'm trying to not do this.
You're the only creature that I have seen.
You haven't seen her?
I don't know what her is.
Eladrin. Female Eladrin.
When you say Eladrin,
Yeah.
you feel his grip get tighter.
Oh, shit.
And he looks around, like, almost panicky.
She's a
The
friend.
second time
She
you've
doesn't.
outed me.
She's a friend. She doesn't mean harm.
And he looks at you and he goes, Aladrin, no friend.
This one is. She's
I
my
told you.
friend.
And he begins to move. And he's moving quick.
Oh God.
And you're like finding yourself sort of like appearing, disappearing, appearing, disappearing, appearing, disappearing, appearing, disappearing. As he's literally like walking tree to tree. He's teleporting by plant, basically.
Ah.
So he's literally like,
Tree stride.
yep, disappears and then reappears somewhere else. Runs a little bit and then hits another tree and then comes out. And then he comes the final time that he exits the tree. You know, I need you to do a Constitution saving throw because you probably have never tree strided that quickly before, if at all.
Oh, thank God. That's a 26.
Okay, so you're able to keep whatever you had in your stomach, but you are a little dizzy as you, and just for a moment, as you sort of collect yourself, trying to comprehend what the hell just happened. And when he steps out of this last tree, he steps into this round clearing. It's not huge, it's not big. And in the middle is like a giant tree stump.
Oh.
And he takes you and he sets you on top of it. And then he does this trumpet sound again that you heard earlier.
Oh man. Okay.
As he does that and you look around, you see these other creatures just out of these massive trees just appear in this clearing. And they all walk and they surround you. And they all just stop and look at you. They're staring at you.
In all your naked glory.
I'm feeling a little exposed here.
They've literally put you on a pedestal for all the world to see. So, and this is a pretty, you know, I say a tree trunk. It's basically a full tree that's been cut flat. So this thing is way up. Because, I mean, these guys are like, I mean, they're like the size of like redwoods. I mean, these things are huge. And so you're way up high. And you're basically at chest level with them. As they're all just literally, they're like right on you, formed a complete circle. There's like 8 of them. And they're just staring at you, waiting for you. It looks like they're waiting for you to say something.
My name, he's going to touch the symbol on his chest, is Varric Kinbound. I have been through a lot. I have died. I have come back. I've spoken with the gods. I have sacrificed for friends. I have killed for friends. I am an honorable person. We're trying to make our way through your forest. And believe me, we want nothing more than to be through your forest and not trespass. I am trying to get back to them. They disappeared through some sort of something. They walked out and I couldn't see them anymore. I know I'm in no position, but I humbly request your assistance.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
$17.
Okay. All right. They're listening. They're not saying anything. Every time when you say something, they literally like sway to one side. So you find them all leaning one way. And then they'll lean the other way very slowly. You know, like trees in the wind, basically. And then one of them looks at you in a much different way than the other ones are looking at you, and reaches its hand out and touches your chest where you touched yourself, and it says Verok Leaf as he points to himself or itself.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Leaf.
Verok
Yes.
Trespass.
Yes.
Verok lives and dies. Strange to us. Verok mentioned barrier. Barrier bad, barrier Eladrin. Grumble would stay away from Eladrin. Eladrin are North Forest. Grumblewood are South Forest. North Forest, no good. Dark. Evil. People who go never return or return broken. Friend in danger.
She's heading north. That's where she's from. I need to get to her before she gets there. Can you take me to her?
He steps back into the circle and they start to do their sway again. As they're almost like they're talking to each other. And then they stop, and another one steps forward and says, again, touches you and says, Verok. Touches themselves and says, Branch. Take you, Verok, Liver, and Dyer, to Boundary. Grumblewood can go no further than Boundary. Then you no trespasser anymore. And so do you say anything in return?
Thank you. I greatly appreciate this.
And as you're saying that, he literally snatches you up. It's like, and strides to one of the big trees. And again, then you do this tree to tree to tree to tree to tree. Because there, where they are, is like in the middle of the southern forest, part of the Vale, and it's miles to the north that you have to go. So so you're tree striding. So let's go. I'm going to go back to Kieran. So Kieran, you're following Kiri.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, you guys you're following him for like 2 hours. It feels like, and then suddenly he stops at this cluster of trees, and he turns and looks at you, and he goes, Kiri, and he does like Kiri. And then he points up.
I guess I'll look up.
When you look up, there is a whole, what looks like village of these little creatures living in these trees.
Ah, great.
And he like hops up onto one of the trees on a vine, and he says, he indicates for you to follow him. And he like up the vine he goes.
I will attempt to climb up.
Okay. Okay, you could do a athletics. Let's do an athletics check on that one.
Saw that one coming. 19.
Mm-hmm. So you're able to scale up that vine pretty easily. It's a good sturdy vine that you can get a good foothold on the tree, and up you go. So
All
you
right.
get up there. This little Kiri is there in front of you, and then suddenly their whole village starts to come forward, sort of like looking around corners at you, and he is talking to them in clicks and twerks, quick clicks and tweets is what I'm trying to say, tweets and clicks and things like that, and then you see them sort of relax, and he turns to you and he indicates for you to follow him, and to them it's a regular sized village. To you, you're like twice as big. So you're like walking on these really narrow little walkways that are pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
But they're very small, and they're kind of like climbing out of the way so you can go by, and you kind of hear them clicking and tweeting as you're walking by.
I'll say I really hope this does not come back to bite me in the ass. But to make it easier to get around here, I'm going to cast Reduce on myself.
Oh, okay. Very cool. So you cast Reduce. Down you go. And they're just amazed by this. You hear them go, ooh, as they're talking to each other.
Yeah.
And even the little Kiri that's you're following kind of looks at like, you're just full of surprises. And he takes you to this sort of stick structure, and tells you to come inside. You go in, and he goes in. And here if you go in, which I'm assuming you do,
I do.
You will see this group of these Kiris sort of sitting in a semicircle, which you can probably deduce they're probably village elders or the leaders or whatever. Now, I do want you to roll a perception check for me, though.
Oh, lordy. 16.
Okay, so as you walk into this little area, you do see what look like trophies on the wall, like skulls and bones of other creatures, sort of displayed proudly. Sort of like, if you like the Predators do in the Predator movies, they sort of have the skulls of their prey. It's kind of like that, but not as like. Hey, we got this really cool lighting on it, and it's just sort of like yeah. So, and the little one that was following you goes and talks to the ones in the circle, and they just sort of like they stand and they look at you, and the one that looks, I guess, like the leader kind of tells you to step forward. Oh, I know he would.
Okay.
And then the one that was following you, he brings you like a seat to sit on.
All right.
And then they basically are. The one that was following you has picked up some common. And he basically says, speak words.
Who are you?
He shakes his head like, yeah, speak words. So as you're speaking, you can see them kind of listening.
Yeah. I think what I'll do then is like, okay, I guess easy way to do it. I'll tell the story of like when Varric killed the Dragonborn.
Oh, very nice. Okay, cool. So you tell this tale, and after you finish the tale, the leader begins to speak to you in broken common, basically. And he says, we, Kiri. You not Kiri. And then he looks at the Kiri that was bringing you, and they say he whispers something. He goes, "You, Kieran, we Kiri. Why here?"
I
Here.
have no answer for you.
And they sort of like chirp and tweet amongst themselves, and he says, then he goes, "Where Kieran from?" Place.
Best way I can say is just far, far away.
Why here?
I got no answer for you still. I don't know how I got here.
And then the Kiri that was leading you, and so he'll turn to you and he'll say his name is Blan, Blahn, Blan.
Okay.
So that I can stop saying the Kiri that brought you
Yeah.
there. So Blan sits there and is talking back and forth with the leader, and and Blan basically tells the leader that he found you suddenly. You appeared at the base of a tree when he came upon you, and he doesn't know what magic brought you here. But it feels like magic is involved. And so the leader is very much looks very much concerned about that. And in again broken common, he say magic, and it's like he's looking for a word, and he does like a click tweet sound, and then he tries to, then he does like to you, like gives you a hand gesture of like, so he goes, magic here. So you can do a wisdom check. Just do a wisdom or intelligence. I'm going to let you do either one. Just a straight roll of your intelligence.
Oh, it's gonna be wisdom because that's higher.
Okay, or wisdom.
21.
Okay, so as they're sitting, you can sit there. You can figure out that what he's telling you is that magic no longer exists here. And as he goes on to tell you, it's like magic hasn't existed here in generations, like almost hundreds of years. There's been no magic, not since the great upturning, and that's they kind of tell you that, and then they bring you what look like tablets, and on them are sort of hieroglyphics in a sense. And you have the ability to read languages, right?
I mean, it depends on the language. I don't have the spell. I don't have the spell like decipher language or anything.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason I thought you did. I thought
Nope.
somebody had it.
I don't think any of us do.
Oh, okay. So that's basically Blonde tells you this is like a history of their people, and that basically tells the entire like hundreds of years of who they were and how they basically are the current evolutionary version of like Ursine, the bear people. And they've literally shrunk and basically have gone to the trees to stay away from people for the most part. But it goes to tell you about a time in history when magic just disappeared, just vanished, just stopped. It all just stopped working. Wizards could no longer cast. Warlocks could no longer cast. Sorcerers could no longer cast. No, anyone who relied on any type of magic, they couldn't use it anymore. It just stopped. It's like the whole world suddenly has an anti-magic field on it. So, so they go through that whole history with you, and Blonde's trying to translate it as best as he can. So you're getting little bits and pieces of it. Go ahead.
I was going to say, with what they're telling me, or at least with what's being interpreted for me, am I able to, like, does any of it, like, connect for me based on stuff I knew from my own timeline? Like, where, like, things possibly line up?
You can roll a history check.
That's a 9.
Okay. I'm going to give
So
you
close.
advantage on this, actually, because I'm going to let you really dig, not just your present, but did you not get anything?
I rolled a 9 again.
Oh, 9. Okay, well then, yeah, you're not getting much out of that. The one thing that you can tell is that this is like far, far beyond your timeline.
Beyond, as in, like, way in the past or way in the future? Okay. Figure at least see if I can discern that much.
Yeah, you can discern that you are in the future.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you think about that, and I'm gonna go to Willow now. So Willow, you're on the road. You're on the road. So you're going to continue heading north.
Yep, dropping a shiny rock every so often.
And this is one of those cut scenes where as she drops a rock, it shows that it, like, the camera pans in on it, and then you see time go forward, and you just see it get covered up and disappear. So like no one will ever even know that it's there, that sort of thing. And then we go back to but I mean, it just, if we were cinematically, it'd be like, and it's just gone, and then it grows up around it and all that. So as you continue north, you can roll a perception check for me, please.
$16.
Okay. So as you are walking up this road, it does start to widen out a little bit. And you can hear what sounds like voices echoing sort of through the trees.
Okay.
As you go up this road a little bit more and you go around the sort of bend there in the road, the forest just opens up into this open area, which is a village. And it's not really a village like in a primitive type. It's more of like a colonial fort type thing. Okay. There's like wooden sort of log walls, a big gate. You can see people milling around on the outside, planting crops or harvesting things. And you see people. From the distance, you see these people.
Do I know what kind of people they are?
You can't see what they are this far away. You'll have to get closer.
Okay. Yep, I'm just walking up like I belong here.
You belong here. Okay. So as you walk up to this village or this town, whatever you want to call it, people just go about their day. They don't seem to necessarily consider you any type of threat or like you don't belong here. They're just sort of like, okay, whatever, and they're doing their thing. As you get closer to them, you I'll use your passive because you're right there on it. You can see them. As you get up onto them, you see that they are Eladrin.
And even though I've heard that they're not good, there's still a little bit of homesickness that, like, I found them, some of them,
Right?
even though they may not be what I hoped them to be.
Okay. So what do you do?
Is the gate open?
Yeah, people are just coming and going.
All right, I'm just gonna square my shoulders. I belong here, and I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay, and you're able to just walk right in. When you walk in, it's it like I said, it's not a huge place. It's sorry, looking for a sticky note. Um, People are just sort of again, they don't really seem to be paying much attention to you. They see you, they acknowledge you, they sort of nod and good morning, and and they go about their business.
Does there look like a main dwelling?
Oh
Like
yeah,
a
there's like a central building.
Okay, I guess that's where I'm heading.
Okay. As you go walk through the town, you'll see there are people like selling things. There's like vendors, there's stores, blacksmiths. I mean, all sorts of like normal things you would find in a town. It's just that literally everyone is an Eladrin. There are no other races. Also, you notice that the sun is shining bright and there are birds singing, and yeah, the forest, when you look at the forest and all that, it's green and lush, and yeah. So when you get to this central um, building, because it's like a four-walled wooden building. It's right in not right in the dead center of town. It's like at the north side of the town, but it's the largest building in the town. And yeah, you're right. There's a in the middle of the town is a well. Everyone's coming and getting the water, and yeah. What do you do?
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door and it opens, and someone they pick their head up and go, "Can I help you?"
Could I speak to whoever's in charge?
Of course you can. Come on in. And they literally just open the door for you.
And I'm thinking in my head, these don't sound like bad people.
Okay. He opens the door and you come in, and it looks like a grand hall. Basically, it's just one long room. There's a table down at one end with lots of seats around it, and looks like maybe like a chamber for like the town council or whatever, town leaders, that sort of thing. And you see some people there, and they're sort of looking through what looks like papers, and they're talking in normal tones, nothing hushed, nothing suspicious. As you get closer, you hear them talking about building a new school.
Oh, these are good people.
And then that's when they turn on you. No, I was kidding. So, okay. The gentleman who brought you in, who let you in, he goes, "Oh, excuse me, sir. Someone here would like to speak with you." And the gentleman stops, looks up, and goes, "Come on in, come on in." And it's like, so he goes back to what he was doing, talking to these other two Eladrin about schools and designs and things like that. And then he suddenly turns to you and goes, "What do you think? Do you think a schoolhouse with a single room, or should we do like multiple rooms for different classes, different? What do you think? Different ages? You're a citizen. What do you think?"
Hmm. Not that my opinion really matters, but I would go.
Of
with
course, your
multiple.
opinion matters. Of course, everyone's opinion matters.
I would go with multiple rooms.
My thoughts exactly. So he turns back to the other two. He's like, "Let's go with the multiple room idea. I think that's a good idea. Then we would have more teachers, more students. As the town is growing. Yes, I think that's a good idea." And they go, "Very good, sir. Very good." And they roll up the plans and they go, "Thank you." And they walk out. It's like, yeah. And he turns to you and he goes, "Yes, can I help you?" As he's pouring some water into a glass, and he hands it to you, and he pours another one for himself, and he's drinking. He's like, "What can I do for you?"
My name is Willow.
Hello, Willow.
And I don't even know where to start.
Well, here, have a seat.
Thank you. I've traveled a long way to find people such as myself.
And he looks at you, and that surprises him. He's like, "What do you mean? You've traveled a long way to find people like you. We're here. We've always been here." He's like, "Are you not from here?"
Outside of this area, I have yet to meet another.
And again, he looks surprised, and he goes, "Outside of this area
of the Vale."
Are you saying that you come from the outside?
Yes.
Oh. Could you wait here for just a moment? And he gets up. And he walks out and closes the door behind him.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna pause with you, and I'm gonna go back to Varric. So Varric, tree striding, and Branch comes out of the tree, the last tree, and when he does, the very first thing you notice is there is a distinct boundary. It almost looks like a path, but it's literally where a place in the Vale where nothing grows. It's maybe 10 feet from side to side. But as you look at it, it goes continuously in both directions. The forest on the other side looks a lot darker than the forest on this side. Even though the forest on this side is still dark. It looks really dark over there. Dark and dangerous. Branch sets you down, and he just points and he says, "North. Eladrin, no good."
That's the direction that she went.
If she's looking for Eladrin, that way. Varric, go there. And he just points.
Place my hand on my chest, bow slightly, and thank him. I appreciate you taking me here and helping me on my mission. If there's any way I can help you in the future,
and he will like crouch down, like, and he'll touch you on the chest, and he'll go, "Varric, no more trespass."
That
And
I can promise.
then he stands up, and when I need you to do a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, that's a 19.
Okay, that's good. So when he stands up, the suction literally levitates you about 2-3 feet above the ground, and then back down when he stands up. Literally, just you just kind of go, whoa, okay. And then when you recover, you look to Branch, and he's gone. Like he's gone.
I'm going to turn towards the direction he told me to go and take a determined sigh and just start walking.
All right. So as you hit this border, it has a weird feeling when you hit this open area. It's immediately you feel like things are watching you, and even to the point where it feels like things might be stalking you, and you haven't even entered the forest yet.
Christ. Can I do a perception check to see if I notice anything?
Absolutely.
All right. That is a 17.
You don't notice anything. I mean, it's literally dead quiet and still. Nothing's moving. There's no sounds. Nothing.
I think Varric is going to kind of gauge the situation, activate his wolf form, and then just take off like
Okay.
as fast as he can run.
Cool. Awesome. So the other thing you do notice before you shift into wolf, I'll give you this. You do notice that these trees look sick. Like this forest looks sick. There's like sort of like goo running down the trunks of these trees, like black goo. The leaves are spotted. It just looks sick. As you shift into your wolf form and run into the forest. Okay. So you're running into the forest. Instantly, when you get inside this forest, your bristle, your heckles go up, because it's like your spidey senses are going off. There's danger in every direction. Nothing in this place feels safe.
Well, those trees were telling the truth. Okay.
Trees don't lie, man. Trees don't lie. So, all right. So you're running and you're running and you're running. Again, the air feels thin in here.
I mean, if you can't trust a tree.
True.
Right?
So the air is super thin. It's warm. Again, worse than it was in the southern forest. The southern forest felt repressive, a little bit. It was like a little. This feels fully oppressive. Like this forest is legitimately trying to push you down. I
think if anything, that's just going to spur him on more.
Okay. As you zip and you zag through this forest, you eventually come to a clearing. It's a pretty good sized one too. It looks like a field in the winter. The grass is sort of brown. It's high grass. Very similar to what the plains looked like on the outside of the forest. However, in the middle of this field is a giant rock outcropping that feels very familiar.
Okay. I'm going to go to the rock outcropping.
Okay. You get to the rock outcropping, and it's this gigantic gray stone. Um, Sort of like, like Lion King, that sort of outcrop. But it just sticks out of the prairie floor. There are no other rocks anywhere. Um, it literally looks like this rock just birthed itself from the very ground. So you get there.
Mhm.
What do you do when you get there?
Um,
And it's big. I mean, it's even compared to you. It's a pretty big rock.
do I notice any markings or anything on it, or it's just a
Not
natural?
not at the bottom. You don't. I mean, unless
Okay.
you can go up on top, and if you're going to inspect the whole thing, but where you're
Yeah,
at currently, you don't see any writing or
I'm
anything.
gonna do full inspection.
Okay, you can roll a perception check or investigation. Let's see what you see.
That's an 11.
Okay. So as you're walking around this rock or stone, you don't see any. Well, let me think. Hold on. Would you see any? What type of vision do you have in wolf form?
Let me pull that up real quick. It does not say.
Really?
Uh, uses from stats. Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything.
Okay. So as you look, you don't. I'm trying to see if you would see. When I gave you this wolf, I thought I gave you a certain vision.
I have keen senses, which gives me wisdom advantage on perception checks relying on hearing and smell.
Okay, I'll have to get it to you. Anyway, you have rune sense, is what it's called, where you can see any type of hidden, like etched writing, any type of, if it runic or hieroglyphic or anything that's etched into stone that may have been covered over by age or whatever. So you do have that. So make a note of that, and I'll send it to you.
I shall.
So as you're looking around, you do see markings that look like they've been hidden for centuries. And you notice the symbol on your chest matches one of the symbols in the stones.
He's gonna take his giant direwolf paw and just put it right on the symbol.
Okay, and you can feel it.
Yeah.
Nothing happens, but when you do touch the stone, however, it feels warm to your touch. It feels comfortable. It feels familiar. It feels as though you've touched this thing a million times or an infinite amount of times.
Get the feeling like I've been here before.
So as you continue to sort of walk around and investigate, if you go up onto the plateau version of this stone, when you get to the sort of pinnacle of it, and you look down, you will see a giant footprint, a giant wolf paw print, actually. Like literally like It doesn't look like it was carved into the stone. It literally looks like it was pushed into the stone.
I think I'm gonna take my paw and put it in the middle of it just to see if I can get us like a size comparison. Like set it right in the center.
When you do that, your paw fits perfectly inside of it. And when that happens, you hear the wind begin to blow. And a breeze washes across this sort of open area. And it's almost musical as it whispers through this sort of open valley or plain. And as it rustles through the grass. And then as you're looking down, you see your paw begin to diminish and turn back into your Goliath hand.
That was involuntary.
And then you hear a voice behind you that says, "That was the intent."
Do I recognize the voice?
It is familiar to you.
Okay.
But you can't quite put your finger on it.
I'm going to stand and turn around.
And when you stand and when you turn around, there is a giant gray wolf standing there. These beautiful blue eyes.
That was you talking just now.
It was.
Not often.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I said, not often do I meet a wolf that can talk.
And when it talks, it doesn't move its mouth. It's like telepathically talking to you. And it basically tells you, like, we don't have to speak words to talk to one another. And then he says, sorry, give me 1 second. He says, "I never thought I would see you here."
Do we know each other?
And you hear a sort of a chuckle as he says, "More than you possibly know." But I must ask why you are here.
Well, here in this spot, I'm trying to make my way to the Eladrin village to help my friend.
And he says, "No. In this time."
All I can say about that is it's the will of the gods.
And you hear another chuckle when you say the will of the gods. And he sniffs the air around you. And he says, You are out of your own time. Far out of your own time.
This is true.
I did not think that the stories were true, that I would meet you here. I thought these were myths, legends alone, because I did not remember ever meeting you here. But yet here you are. You were looking
Here I am.
for Eladrin. There are no Eladrin here. There have not been Eladrin here for hundreds of years.
My friend knows that her village is north of here, and the tree people set me on this path, saying that this was the way to the village.
And he looks at the forest and he looks back at you and he goes, and he kind of, again, a chuckle. And he goes, I vaguely remember the tree people. Grumblewood, I believe they're called.
That was their name.
Branch, I believe his name was. I have not thought.
How do you know that?
And he sort of looks at you like a dog would look, tilts their head. And he goes, "Oh, I apologize. I thought you knew. I did not realize you. Oh, you are that young."
Not that young, but
I thought you would recognize me as much as I recognized you.
clearly my memory is failing me.
And he steps closer to you. and he says, "Do you not know me?"
I've only known 2 wolves in my time. One I gratefully inhabit and turn into, and the other I callously slayed.
Yes. I vaguely remember those things. You are indeed young. I thought perhaps you would have been older. And he sort of steps back a step. And another chuckle happens. And he's just like, it's funny how fate and time play games.
Literally.
Even I cannot predict.
Is there anything you can tell me about yourself that would help me remember, or is this one of those we're meeting each other on opposite
Wrong direction?
Yeah, that's.
And he says,
I'm not gonna lie, it really hurts my head thinking about it.
He says, "Well, I mean, I go by many names. I go by the Gray One. I go by Gray Shadow. I go by the Great Wolf. And I go by Father Wolf. But before I was Father Wolf, I was also known." And he begins to shift into humanoid form. And as he's transforming, he goes, "Before I was any of those things, I was," and he's full form. As you stand there looking, he says, "Before I was all those things, I was you." And you're literally staring at yourself. Older, gray hair, some little more scars, a few more battle scars.
Okay.
You're literally standing there in front of yourself.
It's a pleasure to meet me.
I do not believe this will be the first nor the last time that we will encounter one another.
So you're here to help me?
Yes.
Okay.
We've got to return you to a time where you find Willow and Kieran.
Return me.
They are both in a different time. The veil is broken into temporal areas in the time that you walked in.
Did I time travel again?
Yes.
How far?
About 1,200 years.
Okay.
But I can get you home. Or back to where you need to be.
That would be greatly appreciated. If I may make one small request from me
To me.
to me, do you have any clothes?
We can get you some clothes.
Okay, thank you.
You'll say there's a village not too far outside of the veil that I can take you to. They can clothe you.
So, in the future, I'll be doing what you're doing to a younger version of me.
Yes.
Does
As
this
you can-
still hurt our heads?
Yes. Because he'll say, he's like, because I don't remember it, but suddenly things started coming back once we came together. I started remembering things, and I'm assuming it will happen to you as well.
I hope so.
You have a great responsibility placed upon your shoulders.
You're taking this very well, Nick.
Oh no, Varric is a boat adrift in a storm right now mentally. He's just trying to like holding it together. Can I ask one question?
Yes. Yes.
And if it breaks any rules, feel free not to answer. But
Of course.
do we win?
And he'll look at you and he'll say, in one reality, yes. In others, no. Your path is not set. You still have many choices to make before your journey ends.
Yep, there's that headache again. Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. It's like you're trying to explain calculus to a toddler right now.
That's
It's
fair. Yeah. It's all, it's all timey-wimey.
it's like, okay. So our father used to say, when you're lost in the woods, focus on taking your next step. So right now, I'm as lost as I can be. Next step, find Willow.
Very good. First, let's take you and get you some clothing.
Yes, that first, then find Willow.
Yes. One day you won't have to wear clothing. You'll be able to manifest it. As he is completely clothed.
So you made okay.
Yes. One day you won't have to worry about being naked.
Oh, I look forward to that day.
Your friend Kieran, however,
Yeah, that seems to be a recurring problem for him.
yeah, you're going to see him a lot naked a lot more.
That's unfortunate. Okay.
Just FYI. So, anyway. Not because he wants to be. It's just
No, it never
shit
is.
happens.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
You both have your destinies.
So he'll look at you and he'll say, "All right, shall we go?"
Lead the way.
And he's going to look at you and he goes, "Do you want to run together?"
You see Varric smile. As he smiles, it turns into a wolf grin.
Yep. And he's
back down to all fours.
It's like instantaneous, and he takes off.
Oh, I'm right after him.
Okay. And the two of you will run through the woods and together and head to this village. So,
That is so cool.
Okay, let's go to Kieran. So you're in this village learning the history. You're able to discern that the Great Upturning, which was, according to their history, was about 350 years prior to where you are.
Oh, okay. But no way to guess how far into the future it was from my current time.
Yeah, from your current time, you have no idea. Because it doesn't, you're not able to discern that. You just know that through about 350 years ago from where you are currently, this something called the Great Upturning happened, where literally the world lost the ability to use magic.
Okay.
And it goes in and talks about how they evolved from gigantic bear people to these little bitty creatures that they are now. They live a much simpler life. There's some the Great Upturning. The only thing that you can really kind of just pull from it is that there was a fight between the gods.
Mm-hmm.
The gods of the forest and the gods of the sky.
Okay.
And that was the Great Upturning. Think of it as like these gods fought, impulse.
Okay.
Magic's gone. But you're not able to discern exactly how far in the future you are. You know you are in the future, you just don't know how far.
Yeah.
And then as you're kind of flipping through these history tablets, you come across a tablet that talks about a glowing pool of water.
Okay.
That was capable of taking you from one place to another.
Oh.
And even but that's about all it tells you. It tells you kind of the location of it. But it doesn't give you an exact. But the Kiri, blonde, he's like, and he points at it. He goes, blonde, no. Take Kieran.
I say blonde know what it does or just where it's at?
Find. Blonde nowhere. Find.
Okay. By the way, how much time has passed as from when they were telling me about it?
Probably a couple of hours.
Okay, then if we were inside a hut, if we were still inside the hut, I would have gone back to my normal size.
And you would be like, okay. Because the hut's is good size, so if you walked into it normal size, you'd just be kind of hunched, hunched down. If you were sitting, you're probably like your head's kind of like this.
Okay.
So, but yeah, but Blonde's like he tells you that he could take you to where this thing is supposed to be.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Okay. And he goes, Blonde says, Kieran, come. We go now.
All right, I'll follow.
Okay. And he comes to the edge of their little village in the trees, and he grabs a vine, and he says, Kieran, fly. And he swings on a vine. And you see him jump from vine to vine as he's just like zipping through this forest.
And
there are vines there. You're welcome to go to town.
shit. That's right, because I can only cast Draconic Transformation once. We haven't had a long rest. Damn it. I was going to get wings. I was going to actual wings to fly.
No, that's fair.
So I was gonna be like the edge of the platform, just kind of like psyching myself. I was like, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I walk, probably like 5 feet away from the ledge, try and run, stop, go back. It's like, nope, slap across the face, and go like, Geronimo, and
You can roll a athletics check for me.
for the love of God, dice, do not fuck me over now. Fuck you. That's an 8.
Okay, so you don't fall. You are having a hard time at the beginning, and Blonde sees this, and he swings back to you, and he gives you instructions, like he's teaching you how to use the vines. So I'm gonna let you roll it again, but with advantage this time because now you've got an education.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Caleb getting lessons by a teddy bear.
I know. Don't tell anybody about this.
Yeah, that's a 10 with advantage.
Okay, 10's better. So you're able to do it. Not as good as Blonde, obviously, but you're able to, for the most part, he kind of slows down so that you can keep up, so you don't lose him. And you guys swing through the things. Probably takes you about an hour or so, and you're getting tired at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But he stops and he swings up to this sort of ledge, this stone ledge. And he's like waving you to come in. Like, come with.
I'll go in.
Okay. And when you get there, there is a cave opening, and he goes inside. And this cave looks old. It looks like it's millennia age, and it looks handmade. It looks like someone carved this cave.
Okay.
So you go in, and it's sort of a long, and then it comes to a wide open chamber. And inside this chamber are these old columns. Some of them have fallen down. Some of them are still up. But in the center of this room is one of the gateways from phase 2.
Okay. Though Kieran hasn't seen these things yet.
Mm-mm. But roll a history check
Yeah.
with advantage.
See, why can't that be the roll when I was trying to fucking swing on a vine? 23.
23. You know what it is because it's celestial. It's like celestial, like
Okay.
technology. You know that this is a gateway. This travels both spatially, and it can, if tuned properly, can also travel temporally.
So with that knowledge, would I know how to tune it properly?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The kicker is trying to figure out when.
Yeah.
So if you want to investigate the cave a little bit more, you can do that and see if there's any indications.
100%.
Okay, so go ahead and investigate the caves.
Fuck you, dice. 10. Or not 10, sorry, that's 11.
It's okay. So you're there and you're looking, and there are sort of carvings on the walls. There are murals in here. It looks like this place was a pretty big deal at one time.
Okay.
It does tell you on one of the murals when the Celestials put this particular portal on this plane.
And how long ago was that?
This was millennia. This is probably from your original timeline, like when the campaign first started, about 600 years prior to that.
Okay. So if we were 600 years prior, how far in the future were we in the timeline we were in, like, as...
You were...
You know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah, you guys were 600 years, I think. I think it was 6. I want to say it was 6. Because it was after the Dragon War, but before Phase 1.
Yeah, because...
So it had to have been about 600 years-ish. So you know that from when that was placed to where you were during that was 1,200 years.
Okay.
So you know that you could, you know that date as well.
Yeah.
So you could just dial that date.
Yeah, I'll attempt to do so.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you roll a. What should I have you roll?
Arcana?
No, because it's not. I mean, it is magic based, but to get it to the right coordinates.
Yeah, fair.
I guess.
Could do as a multi-roll.
Yeah, I think it needs to be. I think it needs to be a survival check first.
Yep. That is a 21.
Okay, so you know what you need to do to reprogram it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can roll a wisdom roll, just straight up wisdom.
Yep. That's a 15.
Okay, so you know you put in the correct date.
Mm-hmm.
Now roll Arcana.
I swear to God. 10.
10's enough. Oh, thank God. 10's enough. I was like, please tell me. 10 was it. You
I
just
rolled a
needed to roll 10.
4. I had a +6.
Ooh, Lord. So 10 was what you needed. So you're able to turn it on. So you fix it, you put in the coordinates, you turn it on, it whoosh, shimmering pool of light.
Yeah. Without even saying a word to Blonde, I'm just going to turn around, wave, and just fall back.
And you do, and it just shuts behind you.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Oh,
was
go
the
ahead.
portal vertical or horizontal?
It's vertical.
Okay, still doing the fall back. I just want to know for when I come on the other side.
Ah!
Well, it's not just that. I'm thinking about the amount of momentum.
That's fair.
Because I don't think that the portal on the other side is going to be like where it plummet me, but I don't want to like fall away this way and have more momentum going in.
Absolutely, that's just funny. Yeah, so you and then it shuts behind you, and you come out on the other side. You fall into this chamber.
Yeah.
When you get into this chamber is lit up. There are torches lit. There are people there. People, and they look at you like, and they immediately fall down and begin worshiping you.
Oh fuck!
They're like, they're just like.
And I was like, get up, you idiots!
They're afraid of you. So we're gonna pause there. Let's go to Willow. Willow. So they come back in the room, and I say they. It's him and like 4 other people, 2 women and another man. They come in and they just sit down and they just look at you. And one of them goes, "You're from the outside world."
Okay, where am I right now? That would help me.
You're in Mataska. How do you not know where you are? Where are you from?
And I'm like, this is Mataska?
Yes. Who are you?
Okay, please bear with me. When are we?
And they will say, oh, sorry, give me a second, and I can tell you exactly when you are. And they're still like asking you, like, who are you? Like, where are you from? I mean, where did you come from? It's like they're just absolutely blown away that you're from the outside. Is this the one? Is this got it? Oh, here it is. All right. And they'll tell you that you are in the You're in no, I say that. You are in the eighth. No, it's not the eighth. Sorry. You're in the sixth age. That is 400 years before phase one.
Okay. So still past my time.
Yeah. It's still before
Okay.
your time. Or, I'm sorry, but yeah, way past your time. sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Way past
This
Willow's time.
this is going to be very difficult to understand. Was there ever a village here that was destroyed by a fire?
They go, yes, but that was centuries ago. That we built this city, this town on top of its ruins.
Okay. You're probably not going to believe me. I was born in Mataska in the time before that village burned.
And they sort of they don't laugh at you, but they just sort of like like that's impossible. Like that's impossible. All that's left of the original village is that well out in the middle of this town. That's all that's left. That's impossible. That would make you way older than you could possibly be.
Well, in my time, I was away from the village because I was in training because I have the sight.
Hmm. And you see
See if it registers.
one of the women does. One of the women gives you wide eyes. Like she didn't say
And
anything.
I returned to my village right before it burned. And the people that were here, my family, everyone, I thought they died in the fire, but they didn't. They all left and went somewhere.
Yes, they went to the Feywild.
But I didn't go for some reason.
Hmm.
So I wandered by myself for a long time. And then the gods intervened and sent me and my friends into the future
Hmm.
on a quest to, it doesn't matter. I was told there were still Eladrin here in the Vale of Shadows. Does that mean anything to you?
And one of the gentlemen like sort of chuckles. He goes, "Veil of Shadows. That sounds so dark and mysterious." And he kind of looks at everybody else, and they start laughing. Like the Veil of Shadows. Why would
Um,
anyone call it that?
well, we're trying to find this demigod that supposedly is here. So I returned to the area where I remembered. But when I got here, the woods were very dark and very twisted. And everyone I met told me that the Eladrin that were here were very bad. You do not seem like bad people at all.
Oh well, we appreciate that.
And then I met these tree people. I passed through different barriers, traveling through the Vale, and
Hmm.
now I believe that I'm in an actually different time than where I started.
Do you do you know your you know when you come from? I mean,
Would I know the age where I lived here?
yeah, you would know that. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know what it was called because this is a different calendar
Right.
system.
Um, I I don't know what time I am in now, or how
Hmm.
to get back to the time my companions are in, or
Hmm.
my original time. I'm sorry, this is just all a little overwhelming.
And one of the women says, she comes over and she puts her hand on your shoulder and she says, "I think you need to visit the waters."
The waters?
Yes, the waters can help you,
Okay.
but you must trust in the waters. The waters will help you.
So when in my time, when the Eladrin went to the Feywild,
Hmm.
why didn't you or your ancestors go?
We did, but we returned. We have only been here maybe 150 years. We did not wish to live amongst the Fae any longer. So a group of us returned to this plane.
Well, even though you are not of my time, I never thought that I would. I never thought that I would see Eladrin again. So
Oh, well,
it warms my heart to know that you're here and you are good and you are thriving.
yes, indeed. Ooh, yes, you have met many of us. So we are glad of this. And the woman's like, "We must take her to the waters." Yes, I agree. And they say, "Yes, we agree. Yes, the waters can help. The waters will help." And they begin to
Okay.
escort you out of the building. And they take you to the well in the center of town.
Do I
And
recognize the well?
I mean, yeah, I guess it hasn't changed much since your day. I mean, it's like it's the stone well. It's probably been repaired a couple of times, but other than that,
Okay.
it has a sense of familiarity to you.
Okay.
And they sort of take you to the well, and it's it's big. It's a big wide well, and you look down and you can see the water down below. And the one who was telling you, she tells you that she's like a holy woman, and she says, if you wish to reunite with your friends, you need to think hard and hold on to the thought of your friends and when you want to reconnect to them, and the waters will help you.
Okay.
So you need to so you can tell us like what are you thinking about in order to
Okay.
reconnect.
I'm going to think of the last time we were all together,
Okay.
which was before the int thing showed up.
Okay.
And I'm really trying hard not to think of Varric being naked. You know?
That's funny. Okay.
And I'm going to concentrate on that really, really hard.
Okay. Then the woman, she begins to chant something, an incantation, and she throws these what looks like herbs into the well water. And the well water begins to glow this bright, beautiful blue color. And she touches you on your back and she says, "Hold on to your thought. Hold on to it tight. Do you have it?
Yes.
Good. Safe journey." And she pushes you into the well. You hit the water, and you are transported. And as you're sort of transporting through this conduit, you're holding on to that thought, but roll a d6 for me.
One.
Okay, so as you're falling through this sort of, not falling, you're floating really through this sort of conduit, and you're like, yes, that moment before all the shit hit the fan. It was me and Kieran was gone, and then there was Varric. And suddenly your mind sticks on Varric. And splash. Water out of nowhere. Varric, as you're soaking wet, and Willow is literally riding on your back. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
God help if the others show up. A, how are they ever going to find us, or how are we ever going to explain any of this?
I know, right? It'll be so funny.
I don't know. Varric was naked and he was invisible, and then unfortunately he wasn't, and now he's big again, and
we don't know what's happening.
Kieran met these little teddy bears.
Oh, the Kiri. I love the Kiri. Who eventually they die out.
Aw.
Yeah. Because of things that happen later in the story.
Oh my.
So, all right. So that's where we'll end. Thank you everyone for joining us. Anyone who comes in and watches our VOD and things of that nature. We're going to go around and let everybody kind of, again, introduce themselves, tell us who you are, who you played, where everyone can find you, follow you, and do all the like. And let's see. Where is your character's mental state at this particular moment? So we're going to go in reverse order, and we're going to start with Kieran first.
Hey y'all, I am Kel, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King, who played Kieran tonight. You can find me every Monday here for either Orlea Origins or Windrise of Arya. Every other Wednesday on my own channel, though that'll be after the holidays are over, because yay, retail. Back on my channel for my Theros 5e campaign, A God's Challenge. Every other Thursday, back here for Reign of Vecna, we play Meek, the Reborn Goliath, Redemption Paladin. Try saying that 5 times fucking fast. And then every other Friday, back on my channel, again after the holiday season, for my Stargate 5e campaign. I'm there. Thought process for Kieran, considering he's stuck in a room with people who are worshiping him for whatever reason. He's like, oh, the others better not see this. I will not live this down.
That is true. That is very true. All right, Willow, you're next.
Hey, I'm Lisa. I have the great pleasure and joy of playing Willow and Eladrin Druid. You can find me every Monday night here on Halfling Wizards channel for either Origins, as we played tonight, or on opposite Mondays, Wind Riders of Arya. A lot of fun if you haven't checked that out. We'll be back with that one on the 29th, back with Orlea on January 5th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new year.
Yep.
And every other Friday, you can find me on Celtic Wyvern King's channel in his 5e Stargate campaign. Whenever we come back to that, stay tuned.
Okay. And where is she
My
at mentally
mindset,
or mindset?
I I don't even know. She's timey wimey. She's like, where am I? When am I? Thank God I found. Hi, I hear you, Gigi. Thank God I found Varric at least. You know?
Or a version of him, anyway.
Yes, I've seen him in his. Yes, we had a
Yeah, you've seen him in his
conversation
wolf.
in your wolf form. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know
So
who this thing you're
other
running
one
with
is, yeah, this
but
bigger wolf next to you is. That's all right. Varric.
Everybody, I played Nick. I played Varric Kinbound, the Goliath monk barbarian. You can find me here every other Monday, usually after the holidays. We can pick up again, and then also here every other Thursday for the Reign of Vecna campaign, where I played Nero Aspengard, the half-elf storm sorcerer. Between Kellen and I think we're trying to contest for who has the most unpronounceable class setup.
No, Tate's got that in Vecna.
Yeah, Tate. Yeah, he's collecting classes like they're Pokemon cards.
So funny.
You can also find me on Kellen's channel with Lisa every other Friday after the holidays to see our Stargate SG1 campaign that they're mentioning. I play Vigo Sigmundson, the Viking scientist. He's a big goofball himbo, but he's learned a lot. He's doing a lot of good things. Where you can find me. You can find me Professor Hexagon on most socials. That's basically it. I think I have that name pretty well down. As far as Varric's state of mind, he was already having like the best day ever running with himself, his older self in wolf form, and now he can't wait to introduce himself to Willow on his back,
again.
and not even going to question where the water came from. Just like, oh, cool, water.
That is hilarious. It's like, wait, what?
Is
Is it raining?
it raining? Oh, Willow's on my back. Okay.
Sure. Hey, look at that. She fell.
Hey, Willow, this is me.
It's
This
raining.
is future me.
Raining friends. Cool. All right, and of course, I am Will, or the Halfling Wizard, who gets the honor of DMing these amazing folks every other Monday. And starting in January, the very first, I'm going to have one of you roll me a D8. Whoever wants to do it, raise your hand and you can.
I'll do it.
Okay, starting on the first game of the new year, which I think is Origins. I think it's on the 5th. We're going to start some giveaways because I've got a whole bunch of. What was it? 3.
3.
All right.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. All right. So the very first thing we're going to give away is this. It's called Dungeon Mayhem. It's a card game. It's a fun. Oh God, let me turn my thing off real quick. Stupid camera. Okay, so it's called Dungeon Mayhem. It's a card game. It's a Dungeons and Dragons action-packed card game for 2 to 4 adventurers. This will be our first giveaway starting on January the 5th, and there will be rules for that. And it'll be across all of the channel games. And I'm going to talk to my other DMs, but yeah, it's pretty neat. It's a fun little game. I actually have the bigger version of it, and it's super fun. But we'll be doing that first. So this will be the very first thing we give away. Yeah, it's super fun. But this will be our first giveaway. And eventually we'll lead up to our really cool, our big giveaway prize, which is that statue of Bane that you guys have all seen. But this will be our very first one. So check in with us on January 5th on. We'll run it for about 2 weeks. And then we'll draw a name and I'll send this to whoever wins. So cool. Yeah, so make sure you check out our merchandise. Make sure you go follow us on YouTube or subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us here on Twitch. If you want, join our Discord where you can come and play games with us if you'd like. we all kinds of stuff. So check out all of our socials here on Twitch. We have the codex in our Discord, so if you ever want to run a game and you've always wanted to run one, you can come over and we'll stream it. Have some fun. We'll do one every once in a while. We'll do some one shots. Kel down below, who plays Kieran, he likes to run a lot of our one shots, and a lot of them are really fun. This mug, speaking of merch, this mug is from one of them. It's the to-do list. Oh, you can't really see it. The to-do list mug from the Jurassic Park one shot that he ran, which is hilarious. And nobody died, unfortunately. But it says my to-do list. 1 is coffee. 2, avoid being eaten by a dinosaur. And you can get on the mugs. These are 15-ounce mugs. Yeah, Lisa's holding the Black Tide Syndicate mug from the Wind Riders campaign. But we have all kinds of fun stuff. So go check it out. Support the channel any way you can. We also have like Ko-Fi, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. And come be a part of us. We're a pretty cool bunch of folks. So so I guess until next time, everyone, y'all have a wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But until then, we'll see you later. Bye bye, everybody.
He's wearing so fine, in the tavern sipping on wine, knows the secrets of the old halfling wizard never told. Mystic wand and a pointed hat, talks to people about this and that, sneaky tricks and a wink in his eye. Halfling wizard makes the hours fly. Oh, halfling wizard in the night, casting spells to the moonlight. He can talk and he can know, in his world the magic grows. Down the road in evening light, he'll engage you, that's his delight. Readers of the stars he seeks, in a crowd he's sure to speak.